I'd like to call the December meeting of the BZA to order. Mr. Arnold, do we have a roll call?
Sure. Mr. Shelton?
Here.
Mr. Brumfield?
Here.
Mr. Yeaman?
Here.
Mr. Easley?
Here.
Ms. Warren?
Here.
Mr. Craddock?
Here.
And Mr. Stone.
Here. Okay, appreciate everyone coming out. If we could all stand and have a moment of silence followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Be seated. Okay, your minutes and agenda was sent out to you. Do we hear approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Mr. Yeaman?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Mr. Shelton.
Mine ain't coming up.
If it don't pop up, hit the votes in this center too.
Didn't you hear?
It's
Okay, the motion carries. You should have an opportunity to review the agenda. Excuse me, approve to review the minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes from the November meeting?
So moved.
Mr. Craddock and Mr. Easley. Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor? Electronically vote. Motion carries. I'm unaware of any old business at this time. Mr. Arnold, I do see that you have some new business on here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A couple quick items before we move on with the item that's already on the agenda under new business. We do have legal representation tonight from Mark Popovich. He's substituting for Chris Dadak, who's normally here as the BZA attorney, and he's also with Gwen Waddell. He's joining me on my cell phone right here. So, Mark, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I certainly can.
Can you all hear him okay if need be?
Yes.
All right, great. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark.
And one other item, I just wanted to introduce, I think we've all had a chance to meet, but I don't believe I ever formally introduced our Senior Administrative Assistant, Sabrina Folks, who joined us back in September. She's been busy running a couple of these meetings by now, so kind of holding everything together for us. So I think it probably goes without saying who she is, but I do want to certainly provide that formal introduction, and she's doing a great job. And also want to introduce one of our newest members of the Community Development team, Kelly Smith. She's our new senior planner. She joined us in mid-November, coming to us from the Sunshine State of Florida. So she's getting accustomed to some colder weather in the northern latitudes at the very start of December, and so we're very glad to have her as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
And on with the matter that we do see posted under new business, I just want to make sure that you all are aware of the new website that was launched to support the Comprehensive Plan Update Project. The URL is www.pitcoplan.com, and if you or anybody you all know might be interested in serving on the project's advisory or steering committee, we do have an online application seeking interested folks who might want to participate on that steering committee. It's available on that website, and that application will close a week from today on December 18th. So just wanted to plug that while we had a minute. And other than that, usually you all are inquiring about the number of cases possibly for the next month, and we did not have any special use permit or variance cases for earlier this month at the December Planning Commission meeting. So therefore, there currently will not be a BZA meeting at the start of the year in January.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So, the chairman report tonight, I believe it's Kelly, is that, thank you for being here and welcome. And Sabrina, who you mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
last month, I believe, saved the day when she found the permits to the motions. Yes, yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Put her hands right on them, so that was
That's
awesome.
exactly right.
Okay, no other reports, so I'm going to go ahead and start the public hearing. Pursuant to Article 5, Division 7 of Pittsylvania County Zoning Ordinance, we, the Board of Zoning Appeals, have been empowered to hear and decide specific applications and appeals in support of said ordinances. In accomplishing this important task, we are charged with promoting the health, safety, and general welfare of the citizens of Pittsylvania County. We must ensure that all of our decisions and recommendations be directed to these goals and that each be consistent with the environment, the comprehensive plan, and in the best interest of Pittsylvania County, its citizens, and its prosperity. Anyone here to speak to the board other than the applicant regarding zoning cases will be limited to 3 minutes. The time is 6:06.
Case S-25-022, Marshall Kendall Trust, in the care of Jonathan Yates, have petitioned for a special use permit on 248.72 acres located on State Road 640, Spring Garden Road in the Bannister election district to allow for a 197-foot monopole-style wireless communications facility. On November 6, 2025, the Planning Commission recommended by a 5-0 vote with no opposition that the petitioner's request be granted. The Planning Commission's recommendation and the staff summary are enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Yates, unfortunately, due to the rescheduling of this meeting, is not available tonight. However, we do have Lance and Frankie Kendall here to represent this petition, as well as Sean Chai with Verizon, or with I guess maybe a contractor for Verizon. So can answer any technical questions you all might have about this facility.
Mr. and Ms. Kendall, would you all like to come down front and speak, or have your representative speak on your behalf?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us tonight. My name is Sean Chai. I'm here on behalf of Verizon and Arcola Towers. Unfortunately, Mr. Yates couldn't be here tonight due to rescheduling. He's down in Pensacola, Florida for a hearing. I don't blame him. I'll take Florida over here. Fortunately for everyone here, I'm a terrible public speaker, so I'm not going to do any presentations. I'm just going to hear and answer any questions you may have for us, okay?
All right. Is there any questions anybody has for representative?
Mr. Chairman, with no opposition and the constant need for better cell service, I'd recommend a positive motion.
We may have a few more questions for you in a second.
Sure, thank you.
On this case, we'll close the public hearing.
I guess, did we ever open the public hearing?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
but no one has signed up to speak.
No one signed up to speak.
So at 6:09, we'll close the public hearing. Is there any other discussion? Any questions from anybody? Mr. Easley has recommended a positive motion. I will read a positive motion. Whereas Marshall Kendall Trust and Jonathan Yates have petitioned the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special use permit for the establishment of a 197-foot monopole-style wireless communication tower. And whereas we find no substantial detriment to the adjacent property and the character of the zoning district will not be changed thereby, and that such use will be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the ordinance, and whereas there are no significant adverse effects upon adjacent property owners that cannot be mitigated through conditions, I move that the special use permit be granted.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Is there any other discussion on it? Mr. Easley has moved the motion, and Mr. Yeaman has seconded. Was there any conditions? I don't believe there was.
And so we felt like the design is adequate. The facility is going to be fairly insulated within the property, and it's a good-sized property, so staff did not recommend any conditions.
Well off the road, I believe.
Excuse me?
It's well off the road, I believe.
Yes,
Is this
yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay, we have a motion that's been seconded, and we'll call for the vote. Motion carries. Thank you all for coming out. I hope everything works out like you want it to. Okay, moving on. The time is 6:12. Mr. Arnold, you read our next case, please.
Sure. Case S-25-023, SEA Investments LLC, in the care of William Alderson, has petitioned for a special use permit on .5 acres located on State Road 686 Elkhorn Road in the Bannister District to allow for a manufactured home. On November 6, 2025, the Planning Commission recommended by a 5-0 vote with no opposition that the petitioner's request be granted. The Planning Commission's recommendation and the staff summary are enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Alderson is here to represent the petition.
Mr. Alderson, would you like to come to the podium and speak on your behalf? All right. Is there anyone else here to speak?
No, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close the public hearing at 6:13. Positive motion. All right, I'm going to read a positive motion. Whereas SEA Investments, Mr. Alderson, has petitioned the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special use permit for a single-wide manufactured home. And whereas we find no substantial detriment to the adjacent property, that the character of the zoning district will not be changed thereby, and that such use will be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the ordinance. And whereas there are no significant adverse effects upon adjacent property that cannot be mitigated through conditions, I move the special use permit be granted.
Make that motion.
Mr. Shelton,
I'll second it.
is there any other discussion on the motion? Call for a vote. Motion carries. Mr. Alderson, this part of the county is a really neat part of the county that I think is a hidden gem. And so I hope that you get everything you want out of your property. Appreciate you coming tonight. Thank you. Okay, the time is 6:14. I'm going to open the public hearing on the next case. Mr. Arnold, will you read our case?
Case S-25-024, Cindy Reynolds has petitioned for a special use permit on 1.64 acres located on State Road 604, Glade Road in the Stanton River District to allow for a manufactured home. On November 6, 2025, the Planning Commission recommended by a 5-0 vote with no opposition that the petitioner's request be granted. The Planning Commission's recommendation and the staff summary are enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, Cindy Reynolds is here to represent the petition.
Ms. Reynolds, would you like to come down and speak?
Good evening. I'm just asking to put a single-wide mobile home for my granddaughter, where I had already had an existing mobile home there many years ago. Well, and septic tank is already there, already set up. So we're just asking for me to be able to put on my granddaughter a mobile home on our family farm.
Thank you. Is there anyone here to speak?
No, sir.
Any questions for the applicant?
I'll move for a positive motion.
I'm going to close the public hearing. It's 6:16. And I'm going to read a positive motion. Whereas Ms. Reynolds has petitioned the Board of Zoning Appeals for a special use permit for the placement of a single-wide manufactured home, and whereas we find no substantial detriment to the adjacent property, that the character of the zoning district will not be changed thereby, and that such use will be in harmony with the purpose and intent of the ordinance. And whereas there are no significant adverse effects upon adjacent property that cannot be mitigated through conditions, I move the special use permit be granted. And I believe there was no conditions on this one either.
That's correct.
So moved.
Ms. Warren, second. Call for a vote. Motion carries unanimously. Ms. Reynolds, I hope that your granddaughter enjoys was it your granddaughter or your daughter? Granddaughter. I hope they enjoy their new property and build a great home. Thank you. Moving on, going to open the public hearing at 6:17 for our next case. Mr. Arnold, will you read our next case?
Case V-25-001, Timothy Cassell, Fire Chief of the Bachelor's Hall Volunteer Fire Department, has petitioned for a variance on State Road 878 Duncan Drive on a parcel consisting of .621 acres located in the Westover Election District. And the variance is for Section 35-388, minimum yard dimensions, in particular, Section B, side setback of the Pittsylvania County zoning ordinance. On November 6, 2025, the Planning Commission recommended by a 5-0 vote with no opposition that the petitioner's request be granted. The Planning Commission's recommendation and the staff summary are enclosed in the board packet. Mr. Chairman, we do have Tim Cassell here to represent the petition tonight.
Mr. Cassell, would you like to come down front and speak on you all's behalf?
As I said in the last meeting, the first meeting, we're looking to add on to our building. We'll need some more apparatus because of the mega park and everything eventually. And we're kind of full right now in our building, so we're looking at adding on where we can get more apparatus for future use in the mega park. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, let me know.
Any questions for the applicant at this time?
Just appreciate what they do for us.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
We may come back with you in just a second. Is there anyone else? Is anyone else signed up to speak?
No, sir.
Okay. Does anybody have any? Time is 6:19. We'll close the public hearing. Any? Yes, sir. I'm going to read a positive motion. Whereas the Bachelor Hall Volunteer Fire Department has petitioned the Board of Zoning Appeals for a variance for a 50 by 60 pole barn. Whereas the application does fulfill the minimum requirements for a variance from the provisions of the ordinance, and whereas the board finds that the strict application of the ordinance would produce undue hardship, that the hardship is not shared generally by other properties in the same zoning district and that the same vicinity, that the authorization of the variance will not be of substantial detriment to the adjacent property, and that the character of the district will not be changed by the granting of the variance, and whereas the conditions of situation of the property concerned is not of so general or recurring of nature as to make reasonable, predictable the formulation of general regulations to be adopted as an amendment into the ordinance. I move the variance be granted. We have a positive. Yes, sir. Mr. Shelton?
Second.
Mr. Easley, second. Is there any other discussion on the? All right, call for a vote. Motion carries. Mr. Cassell, that was a mouthful for me to read. I'm glad your motion carried. I hope that you all build a great place and it helps protect our workers in the area and does great for all citizens around. Thank you for coming out.
Just got a FEMA grant for another truck, and don't have anywhere to put it right this second.
Well, hopefully this helps. Thank you. Okay, there's nothing else on our agenda. Is there any other things to discuss? Then if not, call for a motion to adjourn.
I'm making a motion.
Moved in second. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah.